Hello everyone. We're back. We are back from the international boring break. No one wanted to see that, but yet we are going to have more of these in October as well as in November. But anyway, we are back to the league, and what a game to have for Manchester fans this weekend. It's a derby. It is going to be one of the worst derbies in the history of some of the recent derbies that we have because both of the teams are playing really badly. United have been playing really badly for years, but City also have seemed to have dropped. So, an interesting game to watch in a really poor derby game that we could have. And I think the last two games have been poor as well, which have been a good template for what this game could be. Uh, but yeah, this is going to be a. We'll see what lineups we could predict for United in going into this game. But this is one of those derbies where either one of the manager that loses this game could well end up being in a position where uh, the fans turn on them or there are serious questions being asked of them, right? And there's a sense of inevitability to Ruben Amorim's time at Manchester United because there are no results. Uh, you think they're playing good in one game, then they go back to playing the same way they were playing last season. So there's always that fear around Ruben Amorim, but you would never expect something around that with Pep Guardiola. And yet there is is one out of his first three games, and that happened back in 2004, 2005. That's prior to his good Barcelona days. So that's 20 years back. So things don't look great for both the managers and for the clubs either at this point of time. So this derby is going to be really important uh, in terms of the result, in terms of performance, especially for United, because I don't think there's been a lot of questions around performance for City. It's just been issues with certain areas that they have not covered in the transfer window, which the manager doesn't want to change because he's Pep Guardiola, and that is costing them. For United, it's personnel, it's formation, it's uh, consistency with performances. They turn up in big games, do not turn up in some of the games against the lower league sides. They win on some, they lose on some. There's no way to predict United's game anymore. And I just think this makes this a very interesting derby among two really bad teams at the moment in the history of the two clubs that we have. And I think I think it'll be an interesting watch on Sunday as to who wins it. So let's just straight get into the formation. I think we did a window uh, around. I think we did a video around after the window closed that uh, United haven't really brought in enforcements for some of the issues that they have had, and I just think it's I just think it's important understanding that this could well affect their performance for the rest of the season. So let's just see what team we think United are gonna play. Now, on the injuries front, Cunha is out, Mount is out, Diego Dallo is out, right? I think two of them would have started this game. I feel two of them would have started. I'm not really sure about Dallo would have started or not. But yeah, maybe on the back of the Burnley game, he would have. So all three could have started this game. So this seems out a big miss, at least for Ruben Amorim, and everyone who believes in Ruben Amorim's way of playing. So I have had my doubts on what's his best team is, who should play, who should not. But I definitely feel big loss for United. Same with City. If you're only hearing it right, Mamouche is out, Shirk is out, and I think Mahmoud Shaki and Eight Nouri is out as well. So they are missing big players as well, not in the best run of form. Uh, so uh, I think the games will be affected for both the managers. Uh, but when I talk about United and the lineups that we could see for United, Chesko has to start. He's played for Slovenia, so he did start for them in the international break, and there should not be absolutely any more reason for Ruben Amorim to not start him. He's had his minutes. He's had the break as well. He's had time on the training as well with the manager and the club. If he does not start this game again, with Cunha is missing and Mount as well as missing, then there is a sense of Amrim doesn't trust him enough on the training, and which is a big problem to have. You bring in a 72 million striker in this window. You fought for him with Newcastle, and yet you do not see a lot on the pitch. So I can understand in the first three games, not match fit enough, not tactically fit enough for Ruben Amorim, but he should start and he has to start, right? And in a game like this, it will be about the strikers, I feel. There's been a lack of goals in the last two derbies that we have seen. And I just think a striker like Haaland on City side and Shesko on United side could well be the difference. Shesko has to start. Now, since Kune is out injured, the left 10, uh, the left 10 has to go to Bruno Fernandes. I am a big fan of him playing up as the 10. But because you brought in two number 10s, have paid 130 million for Mbumo and Cunha, he was forced to start Cunha over Fernandes and put Fernandes in the midfield. But now Cunha is out, Mount is out. I think it's the best time to get Bruno Fernandes playing in his best position. And that's that's playing Bruno Fernandes as the left 10. You could have probably thought of Xerxes, but I think Xerxes is your reserve striker, so you do not have to play him there. You could think of Ahmed because Ahmed is not starting for me in this game, but I just feel he could come off the bench. He's a left-sided player. Why would you play him in the left 10, given that he's a left-sided player? And Mbumo starts as the right 10 for me. So Ahmed is on the bench. Bruno Fernandes becomes the automatic default starter for United on the left 10 position. Emum on the right 10, probably a best player of the month for August, so has to start on the right 10 position. So that's Cesco Fernandez and Mbeumo. I predicted this to be United's best lineup going into this season and rotating with Cunha for either Mbumo and Fernandez. Cunha could fit in for either of these two and just keep rotating between them and keep rotating between Sesko and Zirkzee for the striker position. So these three will start. I'm pretty sure these three will be the front three for United. On the left, Dogo has to start. I think Dalo started the game against Burnley. For some, he played really well. For me, he played poorly in the goal we conceded. But given Dalo is out injured, Dogo will have to start automatically. And this, I think he's been really good. He was bad in the Grimsby game, but everyone was bad in the Grimsby game. So unless there's something more Ruben Amorim is seeing in the training pitch, there should not be any reason for him to not start Dogo. On the right, some fans will be tempted to go with Ahmad on the right. I don't think of all the games that I've seen, I have seen him defensively not do uh, on his game, especially you see the Grimsby game, see the Fulham game. We were exposed on the right side, and I just think in a game against City and of such huge proportions, you have to start Mazraoui in. Mazraoui for me is one of our best players in this team. Uh, and him, Martinez being back, uh, these are really big boosts for United. And Mazraoui has to start for me on the right wing back. Maybe against some of the lesser teams, you could uh, start Ahmad as the right wing back. But given City will have more of the ball, City will attack on that with Doku, with uh, I think it's Mamush is out, so Doku will probably play more on that side. So you'll have to have a proper wing back there, and Mazurai will be uh, go for the right wing back position. Now, coming to midfield, we have four options. We have Casemiro, we have Manu, we have Ugarte, and we have Bruno Fernandes, right? So choosing a midfield isn't really a difficult thing given Bruno Fernandes slots in the left hand position. It leaves us with Casemiro, Manu, and Ugarte. Ugarte has probably had the worst start of all United players since Onana is out and on loan to Transport. I don't know what that team's name is, Transport in Turkish League, Super League Turkey. But yeah, so he's out. So that Ugarte is probably a worst players to have had the of all players in the league so far and in the season for United. So for me, it becomes very easy to choose Menu and Casemiro as the two midfielders. Also, I think Menu is a big game player. You need to have him in these games, and so is Casemiro. These are big game players for big moments, and you'll have to give them the time in the midfield. Manu will eventually start falling out if you don't give him playing time. And this is one of those games with Cunha out and Bruno up at as the left end, Menu should get his minutes. So I'll probably start Menu and Casemiro in the midfield. I don't know. Ruben Amorim could have a different way of looking at this, uh, but I'll start them, and it makes logical to start them in this game. To the back three, there's absolutely no change. Uh, Shaw, Delete, Euro has started the three games that United have played in the league, have looked really good. For me, backline has looked really good for us, United. United, I said this. I could be wrong way badly, but apart from Arsenal, United's center halves look really good, right? It's the midfield not being able to protect the back line and the goalkeeper not giving enough confidence is the reason United look uncertain while defending corners or in transitions or when the ball is put in the box, right? So it's more to do with some of the other issues that United have. Uh, and I just think these three becomes my automatic starters as the center backs, three center backs. Coming to the goalkeeper. Now, I was not really pleased with signing Lemons over Martinez or not signing Donnarumma. We needed experience. We needed someone with quality Premier League, big game experience to them, ability to command the box, ability to lead from the back, which was Martinez given he's a World Cup winner, which was Donnarumma given he's a Euro winner and a Champions League winner recently. But now that we have Lemons, it makes sense to start someone like Lemons in straight away, given how poor our goalkeepers have been in the last two seasons. But we do not start him. I think Roman Amorim in the press conference yesterday said we'll start with Altay, and looks very sure that he'll start Altay Bandy there. I think distribution wise, Bandy has looked really good. Uh, United haven't conceded a lot of chances. If I'm being really honest, if you have looked at the game, we did concede a goal to Arsenal from a set piece. Apart from that, from the open play, not a lot. For Fulham, again, the best chances came through set pieces or corners, and the goal we considered was a ball whipped in from the uh, right wing position, from the left wing position for Fulham, and that is how we conceded. And for Burnley as well, I think it's the set piece that we conceded one goal from. So it's his his general play as a goalkeeper, show stopping has not been as bad. Maybe because it's not been tested. His distribution has been really impressive for me. I have looked at all the three games. His distribution has been really good. His aerial dominance is poor. His willingness to come collect the cross and collect it is really poor. And he shows no confidence of being able to do it in the games going forward. So if City are smart enough, and I think they are, they'll exploit this. And that is where my fear with someone like Bayern is. His ability to be commanding in the box and set pieces when the ball is whipped in. That is my problem with Bayern. But given manager has said it, he's looked at his game and maybe worked on it. Bayern is gonna start. So this will be our lineup based on what we have and what we think is best for the team as of now. On the bench we have Zoxy, we have Ahmad, we'll probably have Maguire and Heaven as the backups for centre half position. We'll have Ugarte to come in, uh, strengthen that midfield when required, and Lemons as a goalkeeper. So that's just the formation, that's the lineup, and that's the backup that we have. I genuinely believe I said this. United will win this game, given how poor City look. United have not looked poor in the league, to be very honest. It's just been phases in those three games where United have let the opposition sneak in and let them. United have played really good football, at least in the league, right? And I think that will play out in this game as well. United will win it, but they'll have phases where City maybe go on to score a goal or go on to control the game as they want. So that's that. Uh, my prediction for this game. I think it's going to be a big game for both the managers and the clubs. It will be catastrophic for whoever loses this game. But I predict United to go on and win this game. Given that United are not scoring a lot of goals, I'll probably go for something like a 2-1 for United, like it was last season at the Derby. Uh, I think I think that is how this game will pan out. City will get the goal maybe early or maybe in the second half or something. I'm not sure of that, but United will find a way to go win this game, right? Because they look like a team who know who know their game now, who know their way with the players, and Ruben Amorim is kind of inculcating that in the team. So yeah, that's that's my prediction for this predicted lineup, and that's my prediction for this game. I just think it's a big game for United. I don't think United can afford to lose this game. Uh, and same for City, given that they are at the lower half of the table after 3 games. So let's tune in. Let's watch what this game has for both the clubs and the fans. And let's hope that United go on and win this game. That's it for this. Also, as I said, if you want to be a part of this channel, if you want to talk to me on this, on any of the games, join in, uh, subscribe, you could follow, you can like, and you could be a part of this channel as well. It's not just my channel. I would want this channel to grow. So yeah, uh, join in and be a part of this extra half community.